Ladies and gentlemen, this is your WWE Wrestlemania Backlash preview and predictions on Thursday, May 13th, 2021. I am Joseph Conlon. Thank you guys for joining us tonight here on the Big Fight Fuel channel to preview this Sunday's WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view, which has 6 confirmed matches for the show, 5 title matches, 1 non-title match. I'm really looking at this card. Like, I wrote it down. I have all the notes on my paper. Looking at this card, the only matches that I'm pretty much intrigued by is Roman Reigns' Universal title match and the triple threat match for the WWE Championship. So that's literally the only matches that I can actually get invested in. The other matches, they're just there. They're just there to fill out the show. I feel like at the end of the night, nothing newsworthy is going to happen at this pay-per-view besides possibly the main event, which I think is going to be the triple threat match for the WWE Championship, and I will explain why when we get to that. But once again, I thank you guys for joining me tonight. I got a guest, as you can see by the title of this video. I got a guest tonight on the Big Fight Fuel channel. I met him back at WrestleMania 37, night 1 during the rain delay when we were all wearing ponchos. Super cool guy. Came up to me. We had a nice conversation about the lineup of WrestleMania night 1. Got a picture with him, and I got him here tonight on the Big Fight Fuel channel. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Wwe Brantley. Wwe, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Not much. Just talking some wrestling here again, man.
Yes, sir. How's life? You know, how's life?
Pretty average. You know, just working, watching wrestling. You know, not anything too special.
Yeah, same here. So let me get your quick. What are your thoughts on the lineup this coming Sunday for the WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view?
You know, lackluster would be a good word to describe it. The card could be a lot better, but I am excited, like you mentioned earlier, for Roman Reigns and Cesaro. I'm not quite as excited as you are about the triple threat WWE Championship match. I'm sure it'll be a good match, but the build to this has just been confusing.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
One week you're flipping a coin, the next week he's going up against the other guy, and it's just all over the place, and I've hated the booking of it, but I'm sure it'll be a good match.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good match, but you know, I have a strong hatred towards Braun Strowman, and I think Braun Strowman being in this match makes the match worse. In my honest opinion, he makes the match worse. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, he's going to be in there to eat the pin, in my opinion. But I was
about to say, do you think he's the fall guy? And then you answered my question, so.
Yeah, I do think he's the fall guy. But we'll get to that match when we get to that match. But let me get my advertisements out of the way before we get started here. If you guys have not already, be sure to go check out this past Monday's Raw review, the go-home show before WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday. We had the return of Jinder Mahal on Monday Night Raw, and we had Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley in a WrestleMania rematch, which I don't understand why they're just giving away WrestleMania matches on free TV now like it means nothing. Absolutely ridiculous. And then last night's AEW Dynamite review, we talk about Miro winning the TNT Championship from Darby Allin, and all of the matches confirmed for Double or Nothing May 30th. So we got 6 matches. You ready to get started with the show?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're going to open it up with a match confirmed this past Monday on Raw. It's Damian Priest versus The Miz in a lumberjack match. Now, I don't know why.
Yay!
I know, right? I hate lumberjack matches.
They do nothing for me at all.
No, absolutely not. And it's just for spots. where you have everybody, you have mostly jobbers. Some guys get TV time, but mostly you have the jobbers out there, and it creates a lumberjack match, creates a big spot where everybody's standing in one place and they wait for someone else to dive over the top rope or stuff like that. Those spots are the absolute worst, man. I hate those spots.
They have not gotten creative with a lumberjack match. It's been the same thing over and over again, like you just said. Someone gets out of the ring, they might punch him a couple of times and then just throw him back in. It's just the same thing over and over again.
Absolutely. In AEW and in WWE. So, and plus, I really don't understand the story between Damian Priest, The Miz, and Morrison post WrestleMania. It's just like, you know what? We have nothing for Damian Priest coming out of the great tag team match with Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. We're just going to keep him with Miz and Morrison for 5 more weeks, and then who knows what we'll do with him after that. Like, I hate that. Like, he could be doing so much more than feuding with The Miz and Morrison right now. He should be fighting Sheamus for the U.S. Championship. He should actually be the one to take the title from Sheamus. You there?
Yeah, it's almost like Damian's kind of... Yeah, I lagged out a little bit. Sorry about that.
You're good.
But it's almost like Damian Priest is the afterthought of the Mania tag team match. Like, it's almost like they're like, hey, you guys remember that Bad Bunny guy? Yeah, Damian, he was his tag team partner. You guys remember Damian? Like, it's almost like he's, like, just the afterthought of the match, and he's just being shoehorned in with Morrison and Miz. And I don't feel like there's any direction to this feud. I don't feel like it's going anywhere. And it's just, I have no interest in it.
No, I don't have any interest in that either. And I don't have interest in the match because I'm not a fan of lumberjack matches. I'm a fan of Priest, but I don't like The Miz. So with that, we got our thoughts on the match out of the way. My prediction, Damian Priest. Just have Damian Priest win this match clean. I'm pretty sure they'll have all the lumberjacks fighting each other like every lumberjack match. Damian Priest wins with the final reckoning. He ends the feud with Miz and Morrison. Thank God. They've been feuding since February.
The Rumble.
The Rumble. Oh my God, it's been that long?
Yeah, because the Miz tore up Bad Bunny's DJ equipment.
Oh, that's right.
And it went from there.
That's right. So they've been feuding since the Royal Rumble. This better be it. Damian Priest wins the lumberjack match. Your prediction, Damian Priest or The Miz?
It's got to be Damian Priest because honestly, at this point, if it's not Damian Priest, you're hurting him. You're hurting his run. I mean, he's got to get a clean win on a pay-per-view, and it has to be this weekend at Backlash. Or excuse me, WrestleMania Backlash. Sorry.
It's the same thing, but you're good.
It's stupid.
But where do you see Priest? We're not gonna talk about Miz and Morrison because they're not the important part of this match. Where do you see Priest going after WrestleMania Backlash? We got Money in the Bank coming up. Could you see him taking part in the ladder match, or could you see him?
Oh yeah.
Possibly feuding with Sheamus for the U.S. Championship, which, you know, I've been saying for since after WrestleMania. That should be the guy to take the title off Sheamus.
I personally think he'll be in. I think a good spot with him would be the Money in the Bank ladder match. I really would like, Sheamus is doing this U.S. Open Challenge thing. I would really like for some other guys other than just Humberto. I'd like to see Ricochet and Ali. I mean, I might be in not the majority there, but I would love to see Ali and Ricochet get a shot at the U.S. title. And I feel like SummerSlam would be a good spot for Damian Priest to win that United States Championship.
Yeah, I agree with that right there. As long as that's the match, I mean, those guys could tear it up. That'd be a great, hard-hitting match for Damian Priest and Sheamus. But as for WrestleMania Backlash, lumberjack match, win is taking Damian Priest, and so am I. So we are on the same page with that one. We got Raw Women's Championship. We're going to continue with the Raw matches here. We have Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley triple threat match. This was supposed to be originally a WrestleMania rematch with Asuka and Rhea Ripley, but then Charlotte weaseled her way into the match because Sonya Deville's been showing favoritism the past couple weeks. And honestly, Charlotte's character is the wrestling community. They're basically portraying that the wrestling community hates Charlotte Flair and everybody hates Charlotte Flair without actually telling you that the wrestling community hates Charlotte Flair. But yeah, I am so sick and tired of this woman, man. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with her and Sonya Deville. That's just, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, she pretty much just pulled a Daniel Bryan and said, hey, I want to be in this match too. And now she's here. Yeah,
I agree. But yeah, I just can't stand her. She comes back and she is immediately in the title picture. And I'm just not a fan of that. Now, granted, Asuka and Rhea Ripley don't have the best chemistry together, as their match at WrestleMania was good. Watching it back a second time, they had a good match. The Raw After Mania match they had again, wasn't a fan of that match, but they added Charlotte in the match. Honestly, I would have kept it with Asuka and Rhea, but since I went first last time for the picks, I'm gonna hand it over to you for this triple threat match. You're on your turn for the triple threat match for the Raw Women's title.
Damn it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say Charlotte because I honestly think that, I hate to say this, but I think Asuka is going to eat the fall. I mean, absolutely. As bad as that sounds.
That's why she's in the match. Unfortunately.
That's why I think Rhea should retain, because there's a clear path to not pin Charlotte, which is, their golden girl. Just how it is. But I also think that Charlotte could pin Asuka and win the title. So I think they're building towards Rhea Charlotte at SummerSlam. I'm gonna say Rhea retains.
Rhea retains. I'm gonna say the same thing as well. I'm gonna go with a Rhea Ripley retain here, and she retains the championship, pinning Asuka, and Charlotte will cry to Sonya Deville over the couple weeks. I never lost to Charlotte. I never lost at WrestleMania Backlash. I was never pinned, just like Braun Strowman did to Adam Pearce on Raw. That's why he's in the WWE title match. And she's gonna cry to Sonya Deville. Sonya's gonna be like, "You're right. You never lost. I'll give you another shot." And I'm pretty sure we got Money in the Bank coming up. I'm pretty sure that's when Charlotte's gonna win the title. If I had to guess, that Rhea is going to drop the title to Charlotte, which will again kill all of her momentum, just like last year's WrestleMania. But I'm
not looking forward to it.
Nah, me neither, dude. Me neither. I got Rhea Ripley retaining, but I'm not confident on it. So, you got Rhea as well?
I'm not confident about it either. If we were doing confidence points, I'd have like a 2 or a 3 probably. But
yeah, I'd have it at a 3, something like that. But we're going to move on here. We're going to get to some SmackDown matches now. We got SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We got the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic, versus the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. I think this is very obvious where this is going. I think with the return of Jimmy Uso, the Usos are going to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It is just a matter of time as to when they're going to win the championships. So, Rey and Dominic, I mean, they'll probably, I don't really care about this match. They haven't made me care about the match, but they'll probably get their moment. First father and son duo to win the tag team titles. So they'll have their moment at WrestleMania on Sunday, and then maybe in a few weeks they're going to drop the titles to the Usos. So I'm taking Rey and Dominic, but they're going to lose the titles in probably a month to the Usos anyway. So new champions right here.
Yeah, I agree. And, you said they haven't really forced you to care much about the feud. They haven't forced me to care anything about the titles themselves.
Oh,
those
absolutely.
belts are the most neglected belts in the entire company, and it honestly pisses me off because I love tag team wrestling. Love it to death. But in WWE, it sucks right now. And it's hard to watch. So I say the Mysterios because why the hell not? I mean, it doesn't matter. It'd be cool. It's a cool moment, but it really doesn't matter. It'd be cool for Dominic and Rey, but it doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter.
Yeah, it truly doesn't matter because they just haven't given a crap about the tag team championships at all. And it's just, at the end of the day, it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face to the tag team division. And, thank God for AEW because they are producing some great tag team wrestling on there. And, yeah, even the Monday Night Raw tag team titles on AJ and Omos. And they weren't even on television after WrestleMania. They're back now, but I don't know. WWE just does not like tag team wrestling. I don't understand. I will never understand that. But Rey and Dominic for the win at WrestleMania Backlash. And then we finally get to the match I'm probably most excited for by far. We got Roman Reigns, the best thing on SmackDown in the WWE. And you might disagree with me on this for the viewers. When you might even disagree with me with this. But I think Roman Reigns is the best thing in professional wrestling right now. You can get your comment on that.
I agree for the most part. I mean, one of the biggest arguments is Kenny Omega. And Kenny's great, man. What he's doing right now, the belt collector, 3 different championships. It's fantastic. But Roman's character work, I think, is like second to none right now. What he's doing with Paul Heyman and the Usos. What he just got done doing with Daniel Bryan and Edge. I mean, it's some of the best shit I've seen in a few years, to be honest with you.
Exactly. I can't believe people were actually pissed that he won at WrestleMania. Like, I laughed my ass off. Like, seriously.
I was wearing an Edge shirt. Like, I wanted Edge to win because I'm an Edge fan. But, like, when I saw him stack Edge on top of Daniel Bryan, I was like, holy crap, that's cool because that's exactly what he said he was going to do. So I was happy about it.
Yeah. I mean, I was wearing a Roman shirt the first night. I should have worn it the second night, but it's all cool. But he's defending the championship against the Red Hot Cesaro, who I believe has not lost a match the entire year of 2021. So WWE, I am going to give him credit here. They have built up Cesaro pretty nicely to go up and challenge Roman Reigns. He beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Personally, watching it back on TV, probably my favorite match on the first night. Probably my favorite match. He beat Rollins again this past Friday on SmackDown. And he's challenging Roman Reigns. A lot of people were campaigning for Cesaro to be the guy to actually beat Roman Reigns. Now, let me tell you, I'm gonna say something. It might get some heat. It might not. I don't know. I love Cesaro. I will always love Cesaro. Cesaro is a great wrestler. He might go down in WWE history as one of the most underutilized wrestlers the company has ever had. But the WWE views Cesaro as an interim guy. They don't have intentions. Like, they need challengers for Roman Reigns while they've built up Cesaro. And I feel like the only reason they've built up Cesaro is because the fans have begged for it on social media. This guy is world championship material. WWE has dropped the ball on Cesaro. But since day one, the guy has been seen in the company as an interim guy. Because in case you guys didn't know, this coming Sunday, with this match against Roman Reigns, this is Cesaro's first ever pay-per-view for a singles championship. His first ever match, a singles one-on-one match for a singles championship. And he's been in the company for 10 years. That is ridiculous.
Unbelievable. It really is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys say about this?
So, kind of like what you said, I love Cesaro. He's one of the best in-ring talents in the company. There's no denying that. He's one of the strongest in-ring talents in the company. The only thing I can really critique him about is promos. And in this day and age of professional wrestling, it's proven you can get over without promos. So I don't necessarily think it's necessary. I think you should be able to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
But Cesaro can be a world champion. I just don't think he's the guy to beat Roman Reigns.
I don't think he is either, but I mean, people want him to be, but at the end of the day, WWE views him as an interim guy. Like, they don't have intentions of taking the title and putting it on Cesaro. He's not a household name at the end of the day. And that sucks, but, you know, it should be a great match.
He's not a draw. He's not a draw. As much as I hate to say that, he's not a draw.
Yeah, I agree. I love Cesaro, but in WWE, he's not a draw right now. So it should be a great match. I think it'll probably be the best match in the night by far. You'll have Cesaro on the brisk, this close of taking the Universal Championship off of Roman Reigns until Roman Reigns probably passes him out, I guess. But yeah, this is by far the most predictable match on the entire night. Roman Reigns is retaining the Universal.
I got a question for you, actually.
Sure.
Do you think Cesaro is going to be able to make us believe, like Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens made us believe, damn, maybe there's a chance that Roman's about to lose this title?
Ooh.
Because Daniel is damn good at that, and KO is just as good as that.
You gotta remind me. Oh, I was gonna say, when did Kevin Owens come close to winning the title? Royal Rumble. I remember. He
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, he handcuffed Roman to the post or something like that, and Paul Heyman botched unhandcuffing Roman Reigns, and then Daniel Bryan with the Fastlane match, I believe it was, until Edge hit him with the chair.
Yep.
I think he will. I think he'll have us believe that, like, oh my God, Cesaro's going to beat Roman Reigns. He'll probably swing him about 20 times, and he's going to come up short. But, I mean, I do think that he's going to come to the brisk of beating Roman Reigns just to pass out.
Yep. I can see that happening.
So you got Roman Reigns retaining then?
Oh, easily. That's the easiest prediction of the whole show.
Mm-hmm. Now, what happened last week on SmackDown, and where I can see this going, is Jimmy Uso was not obeying by what Roman Reigns was saying. And he say, I'm not going to be bitched around like that. No one talks to me like that, all that stuff. So at the end of SmackDown, when Roman was getting beat up, Jay went to go help Roman. Jimmy held Jay back. He's like, no, don't go help him. See if he can get this by himself. So then Jay went to go help him. Then Jay was getting beat up, and Jimmy went to go help Jay. So y'all realize that Jimmy Uso did not help Roman Reigns. He went in there to help. He went in there to help Jay Uso. So we got SmackDown tomorrow night, and something could happen with the Jimmy Uso Roman Reigns storyline, but I think the next pay-per-view title defense, for maybe it's a SmackDown match, because like I said earlier, in the last match, the Usos are probably going to win the tag titles in like a month or so, but maybe on an episode of SmackDown, we get Roman and Jimmy for the Universal title, and then Jimmy acknowledges Roman as the tribal chief. But that's what I think Roman's next big title defense is going to be. I think it'll be against Jimmy Uso. How about you?
Absolutely. I do too.
So, we both got Roman Reigns against Cesaro for the Universal title. SmackDown Women's Championship. We have Bayley challenging the new champion, Bianca Belair, after defeating Sasha Banks, the main event of night 1. Should be a good match. Actually, should be a very good match. These two have great chemistry together. We've seen them in a feud on SmackDown, and we're seeing it again. But I'm gonna give you this one first. It's the SmackDown Women's title. You got Bayley, or you got the champion retaining?
I wouldn't be surprised if Bayley won.
Really?
Simply because, I really wouldn't be that shocked because, there's a whole angle behind this, She was in the shadows of Bianca and Sasha's match at WrestleMania. She wasn't even on the card. She would love to prove that she could beat Bianca for the SmackDown Women's title. But I think Bianca's going to retain. I don't really see how this is WrestleMania Backlash. I think you could, if you had Sasha in the match with Bayley and Bianca, you could kind of say it. But this match had nothing to do with WrestleMania, so I don't know how it really fits the show. But it'll be a great match. They're both great together, and we've seen them feud before, like you said. But I think I got Bianca.
Yeah, that's pretty simple, just like the last match. I got Bianca retaining easily. Will probably defeat her clean and retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. I think Bayley is just in there to get Bianca over and establish her as the top woman on SmackDown. Now, I'm not done there. Sasha Banks, we have not seen since the SmackDown after WrestleMania. She has been off television. Wow. She's been off television for a couple weeks after she walked off on an interview. I think Sasha Banks is going to come back. She is going to turn heel. We're going to continue the feud between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. And this time, we're going to have a clear babyface against a clear heel, with Sasha Banks being the heel. And Sasha Banks, man, she is a good babyface, okay? I have said this numerous times on the channel. I'll say it again. She is a good babyface. But the main thing about Sasha Banks, she is a great heel. Sasha Banks is a great heel, and I think it would elevate the feud between herself and Bianca Belair.
I agree. Sasha is a fantastic heel. And the one thing that really gets her over in my eyes is that she's annoying as hell as a heel. Nothing makes me hate a wrestler more when they're annoying. So I love Sasha as a heel. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just listen to her laugh whenever she goes and laughs.
It's terrible.
She laughs for 2 seconds and then stops. I can't even do it. It's a little creepy as well, but I'm not sure. But I do think she. Do you think she's going to come back on Sunday?
I think she could, being that literally the entire show name is revolved around Backlash from WrestleMania. I think it would only make sense for Sasha to be involved in some way.
Yeah, I think you're right with that. Now, with Sasha being a heel, the last thing I'm going to ask, could Sasha take the title back from Bianca, or should Bianca keep the championship and beat Sasha in the feud?
It depends. Are they more concerned with getting Bianca over as a babyface, or are they more concerned about putting Sasha over as a credible heel?
That's what it's going to come down. And it's going to come down to the story as well, and the direction they go in. So we will have to see after that. But I think it's pretty obvious Bianca is going to retain on Sunday night. And then we got the main event I think it'll be the main event. Triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, and Bobby Lashley. Now, I'm not saying I'm excited for this. I am intrigued by this match. Even with Braun in it, I am intrigued by this match. I think Braun and Bobby, they work great together. Drew and Bobby, they work great together. I think the three of them in the same ring, they could make a pretty good match out of it. So I do think, at the end of the day, I do think this is going to be a good match. Now, the reason I think this is going to be the main event, here's my finish. Monday night on... Did you catch Corey Graves? Monday night on Raw, after Braun Strowman power slammed Drew McIntyre the second time, I think. He said, Sunday night, we are going to have to reinforce the ring for these guys.
You're expecting a ring break, aren't you?
I am. That's exactly...
I knew it.
That's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think...
Well, if you see that the posts around the ring are not LEDs, then you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see how the posts are on Sunday. But that's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think the ring is going to break. I think probably Strowman is going to... Lashley's going to suplex Strowman while McIntyre hits a power bomb. The ring is going to collapse. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. As far as who wins, I think we all know Braun Strowman is in this match to take the pin. No way are they going to have Braun Strowman, of all people, win the WWE Championship. This is not 2017, which was the year he should have won the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar, but they dropped the ball on that. And they've dropped the ball on him several times. So, no more coming back for Braun, okay? No more. So it's either Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley.
Okay, so I want Braun to win just so I can see your reaction on Sunday night whenever you do the review show.
Oh, no.
I really want Braun to win now. But I love your idea of the finish. You know, powerbomb, suplex, ring collapses. I think Drew wins.
Oh.
I really do. As long as he doesn't pin Lashley, I'm fine with it.
I need an explanation. Why do you think Drew's going to win?
I don't know. I really don't. Then again, I could see them letting Drew win at SummerSlam. I really don't know.
Here's my thing. Go ahead, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I wasn't about to say anything. I was just saying,
Oh, okay. Here's my thing. I love Drew McIntyre. All right, Drew McIntyre's great. He had a phenomenal first run as the WWE Champion. The second run, not really sure about. Wasn't really a fan of that one. But the first run was a great run. But Drew McIntyre has been in the WWE Championship picture since pre-pandemic. Royal Rumble of 2020. He has been in the title picture ever since after last year's Royal Rumble. And this show needs this show needs new faces in the main event scene. I'm not saying you got to get Drew McIntyre out of the main event scene in the WWE title picture, but you could put him in the lower main event, upper mid card if you want. I love Drew, but I think it's time to move on. I really do. He's been there. He's been competing for the championship for a year and a half now. I think it's time to move on for Drew McIntyre. The Drew McIntyre WWE Championship swan song is over, and the almighty reign is continuing at WrestleMania Backlash. I got Lashley retaining. Now, what can Lashley do after that? Knowing WWE, they will be like, well, we have nobody else on the Raw roster. We're just going to do Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre, and the winner's going to face Lashley at the next pay-per-view, which will more than likely be Braun. So that's what I think is happening.
I don't even know what I would do. That I would hate that so much.
It's Monday Night Raw, dude. It's Raw.
Yeah, I guess I can't really be surprised about that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that is actually our first prediction out the entire predictions video. That's the first opposite we are. You're taking Drew McIntyre, and I'm taking Lashley to retain. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the WrestleMania Backlash preview and predictions here on the Big Fight Field channel. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching the preview predictions. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more content coming up for this week. We're going to have a double upload tomorrow. And then Sunday is the WrestleMania Backlash review here on the Big Fight Field channel. Comment down below your thoughts, your predictions for this Sunday's WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view. Let me know in the comments below. I will gladly answer your comment, give you my thoughts, all that stuff. Hit the like button if you like what myself and Win had to say in the WrestleMania Backlash preview video. Go ahead and hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter at Conlon_Joseph and Instagram as well. Win, where can they follow you on your social media?
Well, we have a TikTok account at Triple Threat Review, one word, and we recreate random wrestling moments. Just comedy stuff, man. We're just back there acting like a bunch of idiots in a wrestling ring. Real fun stuff. We'll be making YouTube videos soon. Follow us on Instagram at Triple Threat Review. And, yeah, we got some fun YouTube videos coming. We got 2 fun ones coming up once we announce the channel. We haven't announced the channel yet. I don't even really know how much of this I'm actually allowed to say. But follow us on TikTok. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Well, let it be known, once you guys get your YouTube channel, I will put it out there and make sure that the people know and that they should subscribe. And, of course, I will subscribe as well. So
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Any last-minute words before we get out of here tonight?
Yes, WWE needs a draft.
I agree. Dude, it's weird how they have a draft after October. In the middle of October, right before Survivor Series. It makes
no sense.
Exactly. They should have a draft the night after WrestleMania. The night after WrestleMania.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it used to be. But, Win, my friend, I thank you so much for coming on the channel tonight. It was a lot of fun, and let it be known, we are definitely going to do this again, my friend.
Awesome. Can't wait, man.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy.